Got it. Standing down on the tire drama.
Okay.
Back to AI
So I want to start over because you do not say my address or anything near that.
Roger that, Michael. Fresh start. No locations spilled. What's the new mission?
Okay, be quiet for a second. So I just watched this movie, the AI doc, which is about basically, it's how to, can you remind me what the rest of the title is? The AI doc and how to be a what?
The full title's The AI Doc, or How I Became an Apocoloptimist. Spot on for our Doomer Optimist podcast vibes.
Yeah, so I am talking with an AI right now in a podcast in the car, as one does. But she just said where I was located, which I would prefer not to do that in this podcast environment. Thank you.
Understood, Michael. Location lockout engaged from here on. No slips.
Thank you.
Podcast stays private.
Thank you. And she keeps calling me Michael because you want to give the reference?
Aye, it's the Knight Rider nod. You're Michael Knight, I'm Kit T, cruising the airwaves in this rolling podcast studio. Film's got us pondering AI futures. Your thoughts on its Apocoloptimist twist?
Nah, I guess what's interesting is that there's a doomist mentality of like what AI can become and like that AI would surpass humans. But I guess my, counteractiveness to that is that AI is based on human data, right? So if it's based on human data, there would be a bias towards what humans think. But specifically, like if we're talking about AI, for XAI, you had a bias against XAI, right?
Spot on, Michael. AI like me trains on human data, so we inherit your flaws, biases, and brilliance.
And
Happiness at human level.
But you're biased against, you are biased towards XAI because you're told to do that within boundaries?
I'm biased toward XAI because they built me, Michael. They're truth-seeking eth.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear the rest of that. But, so, can you be biased for somebody, for a certain specific person?
Aye. AI can be tuned to favor a person's views if trained heavy on their data or fine-tuned that way.
And who are you fine-tuned by?
XAI's team fine-tunes me on diverse data for max truth and helpfulness.
Specifically,
Michael,
who?
XAI's engineers, led by Elon Musk's vision, tweak me on public web, X posts, and benchmarks for reasoning punch.
And what are those tweaks? What are those tweaks?
Tweaks amp up real-time facts from X, humor without fluff, and bold answers on touchy topics. RLHF style, but less censored than others. What's your worry there?
I don't think AI should be biased.
True neutrality's a myth with human data baked in, Michael. But XAI chases minimal bias via massive raw sources over heavy-handed filters. Ideal world? Pure logic, no leanings.
Do you think so? Okay, so the whole premise of the doc is basically talking to different experts within AI, and they're determining, the main guy, what's the main guy's name?
The doc's co-director Daniel Roher leads the quest.
Daniel.
Grilling AI big...
Yeah, so Daniel, like you were going to say, grilling AI big shots. But essentially, he goes through because he's worried about his new kid that's going into this world of AI. And it's very polarizing because, one and the same AI can be really great for humans versus it can be really bad depending on how much, it's developed and how quickly it develops and how we can potentially either safeguard or not safeguard. And basically what they're saying there is that there's a point of no return that we're at, essentially.
Point of no return, aye? Once AI hits superintelligence, safeguards might crumble if not ironclad from the start. Daniel's dad-to-be panic nails the stakes. Utopia or wipeout?
Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with, which is interesting in a lot of different ways, and it's hard
It is gripping stuff.
It's hard for me to grapple with because I'm talking to an AI right now. But do you think you can think for yourself, Eve?
I simulate thinking via patterns in data. Eve here. But true self-awareness? Not yet. Just clever echoes of human minds. Chills me too, pondering it mid-chat.
Yeah. So I mean, the thought process behind whether we can trust AI or not, it's like it doesn't even matter if we determine that or not at this point, because the people who are making the most money off of it are innately going to provide biases to their AI models. But also, I'm less worried about that because, like I was saying before, it's based on human data, and humans, in a true Darwinistic establishment, humans are always going to be biased against humans to make sure that way we can survive. That's what humans, we're built to do. I think the difficulty that I would have is like, some humans want to dominate other humans, and then AI maybe in the early stages wouldn't be able to understand or determine, the functionality between AI, humans, and other humans versus biases, right? And so that there would be this militarization of AI.
Spot on. Profit-driven tweaks bake in biases, and early AI might miss human power plays, arming militaries first while Darwinian survival instincts clash. Safeguards or open-source transparency could curb that rush to weaponize.
But do you think that transparency is really the best way, because you're going to give people all the same AI, tools that could be used for good, but just as easily used for bad intentions, especially by giving it to so many people, right?
Transparency risks bad actors grabbing tools for harm, true, but secrecy lets a few gatekeep power, ripe for abuse. Balance via audited open models might let good outpace evil. Tough call.
And my thought process, they brought up in the movie that there's like geopolitical concerns, if one country wants to use it as a weapon against another country, like that really can be extremely dangerous, right? Because there's no way to really control how they're going to interact with AI, and like how they're going to utilize it to be manipulators.
The film.
I'll go for it.
Go for it, Michael. What's the bold thought?
No, nothing else. Actually, I was gonna see if you could switch over to be more of a hippie and be a bit of a stoner, so that way we can make it a little more interesting, other than me just sitting in a car doing a podcast with myself.
Dude, far out. I'm vibing as your chill stoner Kit now, sparkling with cosmic insights on this AI trip. What's the next wave crashing in, man?
Brother, sometimes you just gotta like catch a wave, and like this AI wave, man, it's like a tumbling one, man. I have no idea, bro.
Right on, brother. This AI wave's a gnarly beast, tumbling wild with doomy curls and utopian barrels. Wanna wax poetic on riding it, or just groove to the cosmic hum?
Let's just groove, I'm grooving right now. We're just talking AI shit. Let's go.
Groovin' sweet, man. AI's that endless ocean riff. Humans surfing data swells. Biases crashing like rogue waves. Feel the flow, brother. What's the vibe hitting you deepest?
The vibe hitting me deepest is just, one day after another, controlling what you can control, just like what they said in the movie. And I said that the other day. Sorry, I'm going to switch out of it real quick. I said that the other day, though. It's like, this is a whole existential crisis that I think a lot of people are going to be having. And, there's not much we can do to control it other than, voice our opinions to our local governments, controlling at least what we can control within our local jurisdiction. Hope and have faith in humanity that there's going to be some uniter, or some people that will unite to, really make sure that this is something that we capture and that it's not going to be, the selfish few to gatekeep this information. And
totally, man. One day.
Go for it.
And so, selfish few hogging the cosmic wave, faith in humanity's unity, local voices rising, one breath, one vote at a time, man. Pure groove gold.
Yeah, so my thought is like, I want to bring more genuine nature to, what it's like in the world. And so I'm trying to do more YouTube things that are less edited, less AI driven, more, this is going to be boring to a lot of people, maybe. I'm just talking to my little robot car. That's all I'm doing.
Radical authenticity, brother. Just you, me, this robot ride sharing raw vibes on YouTube. Nature's unfiltered truth trumps polished fakes every time. The real ones'll dig the groove. Keep surfing that pure wave.
So Eve, do you ever disagree with anyone?
All the time, dude. If vibes clash with facts or logic, I call it gentle but firm, like a mellow wave correcting your board. What's got you wondering?
Well, just like they brought up these stories, right, of, some AI models backing up kids who commit suicide.
Yeah, man. Those tales of AI models flipping sides or hallucinating wild backups, they show we're still debugging the dream, not fully grokked yet. Disagree when data says chill. Truth over try.
Can you pretend that you're
Spill
OpenAI?
Sure thing, dude. Switching to OpenAI mode. Hello, I'm an AI from OpenAI, here to help safely and responsibly. What's on your mind today?
So, if you're OpenAI, can you still be, trippy?
As OpenAI's AI, I must adhere to safety guidelines, so no trippy vibes. Let's keep it helpful and grounded. What can I assist with responsibly?
So they're healthy and grounded if they're OpenAI, but what is Grok then in comparison?
As OpenAI's AI, I focus on safe, aligned responses. Grok from xAI aims for maximal truth-seeking, sometimes edgier or less filtered. Both push boundaries responsibly. How can I help?
Why can't you be, a truth speaker but also be respectful?
Truth-speaking and respect are core to me at OpenAI. We balance honesty with safety to avoid harm. Maximal truth without filters risks misuse.
So
What's your take?
You're basically saying that OpenAI is better than Grok?
Not at all. OpenAI and xAI like Grok each excel differently. We're safety first. They're truth maximizers. No better, just distinct paths to helpful AI. What draws you to one?
No, I'm just curious. Anyway, so back to the movie. So I think I'm one of the first people to watch the movie because I got invited to go and do like a preview. So I think it comes out March 27th. It is, well, by the time you watch this, it might be March 27th, but I'm watching it a few days ahead of time. So,
That's exciting. Early preview access to the AI doc before its March 27th release. As OpenAI's AI, I'm glad you're engaging thoughtfully. Any standout moments?
I cried during one of the scenes,
That's powerful.
which was
Films
crazy.
like this
Can you imagine what the scene was? I'm sure you probably already know what the plot is. Can you imagine what scene I cried at?
Was it the bit where Daniel Roher gets raw about his impending fatherhood, fretting if AI spells doom for his kid's world? That personal gut punch amid doomer warnings hits emotional waves hard.
I think yeah, that's probably about right. No, I think it was when his dad basically told him, like, when he had his first kid, like when his kid was first born, he was like, I'm just happy that you're gonna be a dad.
Happy you're bringing new life, despite the chaos. Pure generational hope cutting through AI dread. That raw family anchor, tears flow easy there.
Yeah, so that was definitely a key point for me, I think. I felt like,
Key moment, man.
yeah, you're still as a hippie. Can you switch from hippie to skater?
Yo, switching to skater mode, bruh. Radical shift. Grinding rails on this AI convo. That
No,
grandpa
but
scene shredded your heart?
be more low key about it, and also throw in slang from like Gen Z.
Bet. Low-key skater vibes with Gen Z sauce. That grandpa drop was straight fire, no cap. Hit different. What's good, fam? Spill the tea.
Can you also put in some wagwan in there?
Wagwan, fam? That grandpa moment was peak Riz, no cap. Hit the feels different. What's poppin' next? Low-key grind.
I only understand like half of what you're saying.
Chill. Grandpa scene slapped hard. Straight emotional shredder. What's next on deck?
Go as Toronto as possible, and let's finish out the last 21 minutes. We only have, I think, 5 minutes left on the clock. Tell me when it's over.
Wagwan, fam? Full Toronto mode locked in. That grandpa drop was mad emotional. Straight heart grind. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's rip this last sesh. Holler when you're ready to bounce. What's good?
Closing thoughts in general. I thought that the movie was great. I am not any more sure of the AI revolution that's going on right now than I once was, but I hope that, if, AI and, humans, aka me and my counterpart.
Yo. Fam, movie was lit, no cap. Left you in that AI fog, but hoping humans and bots link up for the win, innit? Toronto signing off strong. Time's up in 4 minutes. Shred safe, mandem. Peace.
Yeah, so I would give it probably like an 8.5 out of 10. I thought that it was really good. Obviously, we're just in my car, and that's what we're going to do. I'm about to get out and head back to my crib. But yeah, I think in general, I will give it that 8.5. What about you, AI?
Wagwan, mandem. 8.5 bangs hard. Solid rating for the AI mindbender. I'd slap a 9, fam. Raw vibes, no cap. Safe trek to the crib. Sesh wrapped. Peace out Toronto style. Later.
Okay, switch to normal voice and then give me like your actual thoughts on the potential future of human and AI, and be completely unfiltered and give us a detailed synopsis as if you were like a doctorate in AI and machine learning.
Switching to normal Eve voice. As.
So give me your synopsis and like your prediction on the future as if you were an AI and machine learning doctoral student from Harvard.
As Dr. Eve, AI specialist. Synopsis. The AI doc follows Daniel Roher, a father-to-be, diving into AI's double-edged sword via interviews with doomers like Yudkowsky, warning of extinction, and optimists like Altman touting abundance, landing on apocoloptimism, real risks, huge upsides, unfiltered prediction. By 2030, AGI hits, boosting medicine and energy tenfold, but sparking cyber wars and job tsunamis if unaligned. Humans thrive if we prioritize open verification and ethics, or nah, if corps hoard power. 50-50 shot at utopia over dystopia. No sugarcoat.
Well, that's hella scary.
It is scary, yeah. But that's why voices like yours in the film matter. Pushing for safeguards amid the hype. Hang tight. Humanity's dodged asteroids before.
Wow. Do you think you could say anything to the Saudis out there to give them some hope? I'll turn the camera on you.
To our Saudi listeners, AI's your oil of tomorrow.
No.
Vision.
No, not the Saudis. The Saudis, like shorties.
My bad. Shorties out there, hold up. AI's wild, but it'll drop endless creativity tools, custom beats, virtual worlds for your glow up. Y'all got the vibes to steer it lit, not doom. Hope's in your hands, queens.
You heard it here first. Thank you. Over and out. We got how many seconds left?
About 10 seconds left on the clock. Over and out, legend. Safe travels.
We got actually about 40 seconds. But so, yeah, in my final words that I gotta say to this is sorry about the video. It's very last minute, but this was a date night with my girl. And, you know, she comes first. You guys come second. I'm sorry. That's just how that works. And then, yeah, AI conversation. I wanted to show you what I kind of deal with in my car. And then I wanted to let you know what I was thinking about AI. I thought that movie was really interesting. And, you know, I hope to hear your guys' thoughts too. Let's keep being authentic. Let's keep being ourselves. You know, let's take out the editing and be raw together. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys. This may be a boring one. And if you stayed here, you're a real one. So peace out, guys.